You guys are going out on a pretty big tour this summer called Stimulate This. Can you tell us a little bit about the tour and how that came about?
You know what? This is going to be an amazing tour for us because we know Stained. We've toured with Shinedown many times. This is, I think, going to be our 5th or 6th tour with Shinedown. And we know the Chevelle Boys. And all kind of wanted to get together and do this because having a cheap and easy tour is something that we've always kind of been about. In fact, for a long time we were selling our CD for $5. So it's just something that I think we all wanted to do and needed to do because all of these bands kind of have the same mentality, as in it's more important to get the music out there and in people's ears than to, you know, charge them an arm and a leg and try to, like, let's make a quick buck on some rock music. No. Let's go out there, let's have a good time, you know, let everybody come to a show, and they're gonna be huge shows. I mean, this is a killer lineup. We're glad to be a part of it.
Wow. When does that start? That's in mid-July, or is that at late August, or?
Mid-July. Yeah.
When the fans come and see you guys, whether it be on this tour that you're presently playing with Burn Halo and Vera Union tonight, or on the Stimulate This tour, what can fans expect from you guys, like a live show from Halestorm?
Well, what I've currently been telling people, in fact, there's been a lot of people that give me their own, so you can take from this what you will. But we've been saying if our live show was a person, like a living, breathing person, it would be royalty. It would be a queen telling you to get down on your knees. And you will like it. So it's kind of sadistic with a smile.
Nice. I have never heard that, but now I'm interested in checking you guys out for sure. I want to see who's going to play the part of the queen and who's going to play the part of the servants. Very nice, the audience. Who are your influences growing up? Obviously, you said, you know, coming from Philadelphia, maybe you know, some local bands maybe that turn you on to music, but maybe something else. But who is your original, like, who do you look for influences?
Well, for some odd reason, I've always kind of been 10 years behind as far as my interest in music. Personally, growing up, my parents made sure that I had Janis Joplin in my hand and Deep Purple and Pink Floyd and Vanilla Fudge, like a lot of that era. And then when I was a teeny bopper, I discovered Cinderella and Alice Cooper and Van Halen, which was not exciting at all to my little friends that loved the Backstreet Boys and all of that. So, like, no, you got to listen to this band. No, they're old and scary. Yeah, they didn't like that at all. But
find out who your real friends are.
Exactly. Which in turn I think came from me then having a lot of more so guy friends than girlfriends, because then they're like, oh yeah, we love Van Halen. I have a guitar, you know, all this stuff. So and then I don't know. Currently, it's a little crazy. I think I get a little obsessed with one piece of music for like a month. I'll just listen to one album, and very much into getting a CD instead of a single and just listening to the full thought. So, and then growing on another hand, growing up in the scene, in the local music scene, there were a lot of local bands around Philadelphia area and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that really kind of took us under their wing, and I listened to a lot of local music back in the day, just because it was different. It wasn't the same 15 songs on the radio, and it was somebody's pure original thought that I could actually go up to and talk to at a show. So.
Well, if there was a band or artist that you can share the stage with, who would it be?
Oh man, there's so many.
Gotta pick one.
I gotta pick one. Okay, Living. The current lineup of Heaven and Hell with Dio and Black Sabbath. That would be my ultimate dream at the moment, just because they are, in my personal opinion, still gods of rock and roll, and I'm so happy they're still doing it. Hopefully I can go out and see them live before that all goes away. Another one would be Alice Cooper, because I just have never seen his show live and in person. So yes, please. Thank you.
He's always on tour, so I'm sure you guys will see him sooner or later. But you guys are from Philadelphia, and everybody who knows me personally knows I'm a huge Eagles fan. So I want to know if you are an Eagles fan, and do you have any predictions for the upcoming year?
You know, I'm not going to be good with the predictions, but I am an Eagles fan. It's kind of a with our whole Halestorm clan, all of our families kind of have that Eagles blood. So so as far as the predictions, I'm not sure. I think they're going to do great, just because they got a fire in their bellies and moving on up the line. I was kind of, I was disappointed that couldn't take the cake, but it was a great game though. It was very exciting. So.
All right, well, to wrap up after the Eagles question, what can fans expect after to stimulate this tour for the rest of 2009 into 2010 from the band?
We've been watching this slow rise with what we've created. So I think the goal and whatever's going to happen is just what's going to happen next. And we're excited to see this kind of monster of a band that we've created kind of take on a life of its own. So definitely in the works is hopefully going overseas, because we've never done that as a band, and it would just be an amazing experience. And releasing more singles, touring. It's pretty much nonstop. We've been saying no sleep till platinum, and then minimal sleep. So yeah, like I said, just one foot in front of the other, and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, check these guys out when they come to your town. They will be on tour, obviously, pretty much forever. So they're going to be coming to your city sooner or later. So check out Halestorm, BackstageAxxess.com. Thanks.
It's not